Hello and good morning everyone. Today we are going to start our first video of class 10 biology. Okay, so let's start. So in standard 10 syllabus, we're gonna see that every topic or every chapter is just related with our day-to-day life activity. For example, we are taking food, that is nutrition, we will read. Respiration, how we are respiring, how we are getting the energy. Okay, we will see the transportation system, how the blood is transporting our food, how they are transporting the blood, how they are transporting the urines. Again, we will read about the excretion, how the excretory products are formed, what are not formed. Okay, we will read about the brain, how we are controlling our brain, what are the functions of the brain. If somebody hits us, how do we get the message, the signals, that means the reflex actions. We will read about the hereditary, that means if right now if I look black, okay, so if I look black, that means what is the reason behind that I look black, why you all look very good. So there are a lot of questions that we are having. So one by one we will get our all answers. Okay, so the first question that comes in the brain, that what is the life process. So how can we distinguish between a living or a non-living thing? Actually, I remember that your seniors, that means the previous batch, I have just asked one question, that how will you distinguish between a living thing and non-living thing? One of them just given the answer that, sir, the one who is moving, they are living. The one who is moving, they are non-living. So is it the correct answer? Obviously, no, it's wrong answer. So if you see, if you just look up, there is a fan. Fan is moving, so the fan is in moving condition. So is it living thing? Obviously no, it's non-living thing. Got it? Now he have told that those who don't move, they are non-living thing. Just see a tree. Is it fixed in one point? Is it moving? It is not moving. So it's wrong. Actually, there are a lot of criterias are there. Okay, that we will distinguish between a living thing and a non-living thing. So today in this chapter we will get a lot of answers of our questions, that how a small plant just become a giant plant, how a small baby become adult. So these all are the examples of living thing that they are growing. Okay, so if you see, if we take example of non-living thing, okay, now take the example of non-living thing, that is table. Have you heard somebody saying that 1 year before I have bought this table, now after 1 year this table or chair starts growing? Every day you are charging your phone, that means you are giving energy to your phone. Is your phone becoming larger? Is your phone growing? No, it's not. So these are the examples of non-living thing. So let's start. The first definition of the life process. Life processes are the important activities that performed by living organism which maintain body function to serve on earth. That means there are some criteria, there are some activities that we have to do. If we will not do, we will not means counted in the living thing. So here there are some tricks to learn that criterias. What are those criterias? First, that activities. Okay, movement. The living thing will move, living thing will respire, living thing will sense, living thing will grow, living thing will reproduce, living thing will excrete, living thing will take the food, and living thing will transport. So in short, you can learn Mrs. Granth. If you learn this Mrs. Granth, you will just recall all those 8 points that is essential for the life process. Okay. So first here comes the nutrition. The nutrition, that means to take the food and to get the energy. But what our body does, it do not accept the food as a energy. It just convert into small globules, that is the glucose, but it do not gives us energy, because our body requires a special type. That means we can say the ATP in a ATP form. So just food is giving us glucose, not the ATP. So to break down that food, we need oxygen. That means the process of respiration is required to give the energy. See, the energy is the ultimate thing that we need. If we will get the energy, then only our body can run. So by the help of the nutrition and respiration, we are getting the energy, that is so our body is using. So when we have got that energy, now our body will start growing. When we have got the energy, when we started growing, we will start moving. You will see a small baby, when they will eat the food, when they will grow, after some time they will also start moving. Now transportation, the food that we have ate, it must be transported to the whole body. If we take example that if we want to run, so we run with the help of our legs. Now we need energy in our leg. So if we need the all the energy in our leg, so there should be a system that the energy must be transported to our legs. So transportation system is also there. Now excretion, whatever we eat, that means in the food there are some byproducts made. So that is the waste product of our body. So waste product should be cleared out from the body. So excretion system is there to remove the waste product. Now sensitivity is there. Sensitivity means to sense the outer world. For example, if I am saying that if you are just putting your head down in a class, so if your friend just gives you one slap from the backside, how you have got that information that somebody hits me? By the sensitivity, that means by the sense organ, you have sensed that yes, somebody have hit me, so I will also hit back. Got it? Now reproduction. Now somebody can arise a question that sir, in the life process reproduction is not essential. But no, reproduction is also essential to continue the life process. Because if you are here, if I am here, if everybody is here, if everybody stops reproducing, what will happen? The generation will stop, the species will stop, so there will be no further growth of the population, so this world will be finished. So reproduction is also very much essential part of the life process. So there are some questions that we are going to deal right now. Okay, I think you can also answer the first question, that is, why is diffusion insufficient to meet the oxygen requirement of multicellular organism like human beings? See, we by the only one line, that is over here we are having the multicellular. Multicellular means what? That organism that is made up of a lot of cells. For example, we are multicellular. So diffusion is a very slow process. When just for example, if you see the incense sticks, the gases starts moving, so it is very slow process. So what, our body is huge, so it need a lot of energy. So diffusion is not sufficient to meet the oxygen requirement of a multicellular organism like human being. Okay, so next question, what criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive? Just few seconds ago we have read that there are 8 criteria we can say whether something is alive or dead. Okay, somebody can have a question that movement, in the movement part you can ask a question that plants do not move, then also it is told that they are living thing. But no dear, plants also move. We can't see the movement, but they also move. Yeah, I think in the next video you will get your answer that plants also move. Come to the third question. What are the raw materials used for by an organism? Raw materials means what? Raw materials, that means what we are getting from the outside. See, the raw materials, actually there are two type of nutrition, that is the autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So we will read that thing in the just means after this one. So this time clearing over there also. Okay, and the fourth question, what process would you consider essential for maintaining life? This is your homework, just you do it by yourself. Here comes that part, the third question, nutrition. Okay, what is meant by nutrition? See, if I give a simple definition of a nutrition, we can say that it is a process of intake of nutrition by an organism as well as its utilization is known as nutrition. This is a simple definition, but in a simple language, if we want to know that what is nutrition, simply we can say nutrition means food. Got it? Now what is food? You know it very well. So if somebody is thinking, no sir, we don't know what is food, then do one thing. For one day, that means don't eat anything. Okay, for the whole day you will get the answer what is the value of food. Okay, so I think everybody know what about the food. So now let's see the importance of nutrition. If we don't take food, we will not get the energy. We all know that when we will get the food, we get the energy. So if we don't get the energy, we will not grow. If we don't grow, we will not move. That means at last we are just here in a conclusion that if we don't take the food, if we don't take the nutrition, that means we will be dead, we will be no more over here. Got it? So nutrition are of two types. First is autotrophic mode of nutrition, second heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now here first, here the auto, the word what is auto means, in the previous classes, that means your seniors, they have given the answer auto means tempo. Is this answer? No, here auto means self. Okay, and tropic means nutrition, that means self nutrition, that means the one who can prepare their own food is known as autotrophic nutrition. So we can take the example, all the green plants, the one who can prepare their own food, okay, so they are called as autotrophic mode of nutrition. So here we can see that they just prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Now what is the process of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which a plant can make their own food by taking CO2, H2O, sunlight, and in presence of chlorophyll they produce the glucose. Okay, so we have got the answer. Now come here in the second part, that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What is hetero? Hetero means depend on other for food is known as heterotrophic. That means here somebody can think that the mothers, they also cook their own food. So are they autotrophic or the heterotrophic? Actually, they are heterotropic. Maybe some of the student can think that, sir, that is they are also autotropic. Imagine one thing: if the mothers are cooking the food, how they are getting the food? They are depending on our father. How our father is getting the food? Our father is moving to the market to buy the food. So in the market, the people who are just bringing the vegetables or the fruits, how they are getting the food? They are getting from the farmers. How farmers are getting? They are just depend on the green plants. So ultimately